Hi everyone. Do you ever wonder why airplanes fall out of the sky? Well, I'm here to tell you about that today. My name's Art Sampson. I was a 35-year professional pilot, 20 years in the Navy, overlapping with my long career at Delta Airlines, where I was a captain, I was a check pilot, I directed the pilot instructor school for Delta in Salt Lake City. And by virtue of the experience I had in training, I was invited to participate in a very important training project, not only for Delta, but that has affected the entire industry. You may not remember it, but 30 years ago, planes fell out of the sky with some regularity. And there was enough concern in the industry about it that the FAA mandated that all airlines in the United States do specialized training on the interactive side of the equation. There were about 6 of us who were invited to Atlanta to develop the program that sought to accomplish that. What we discovered were there were 3 key elements to a safer flight regime. And the first of those elements is common sense. The first of those is basic skill. And our pilots had basic skill. Tremendous skill. We had the best airplanes in the industry. We had best support that anyone could expect. And so those pieces were in place. Now, we did have an operating environment in which the captain presumably knew everything. It was very hierarchical. Throughout the industry it was, not just at Delta. And we had to mitigate that in a way that allowed the entire crew to participate in solving the problem. Certainly it would be led by the captain, but there were other crew members involved that may have had key bits of information. And in fact, that was the second thing that we discovered, that building a great team was going to lead to great outcome. So we used game playing in order to accomplish that. We did such things as the telephone game. We made paper airplanes and had our pilots fly the paper airplanes across the room. And those kinds of exercises expanded the horizons of all of our team members. And then finally we discovered that it often was a very small bit of information that someone had that the rest of the team didn't have that would lead to an accident or that would prevent an accident. So those were the 3 things that we focused on, and we were enormously successful. You may not realize it, but it has been 12 years since we've had 1 fatality on a major U.S. carrier. And that's not true worldwide. We all saw Oceana in San Francisco, and that crew was not functioning the way I'm describing. There were bits of information. There were basic skills that weren't in place. The team wasn't very well formed. And there were bits of key information that were overlooked that led to that tragedy. So in the future, I'm going to do a number of blogs and I'm going to talk about some of these things. I'm going to let you in on the games that we played that made so much difference in the performance of our crews and the crews around the country. Thank you.